What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, people?
Yo. Wow. That was the wackest yo of my life. Now continue.
This guy's starting already.
No, it was good. You can continue. Go, bro.
Starting already.
Yo, I haven't seen you guys in a while.
It's your boy, Bob Black.
And McGee.
Young Dev.
And we are...
The nerds in the hood.
In the hood.
Oh,
the hood.
No H-Son. Forgot about that guy.
Damn,
shout my son out. Okay, shout my son out.
Oh, yeah, so our boy H-Son not here.
Yeah, boy, he got work.
He took the day off.
He got G.O.A.T. So
should have took a day off.
That's what it is.
He took the day.
He did. It's election day when we're recording this. You got a day off.
Yeah.
Who going to the zoo on election day?
I didn't get home till 6 a.m. You kidding me?
I just thought about that shit.
What you said?
I said, who going to the zoo on election day?
Yo, this nigga lying. Oh yeah,
that's what I was wondering, but I was like,
that's staying in the cut. He's thinking lie to us. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a chance H-Shot might have lied to us. It just took his own personal sick day.
He's like, I'm just not going home. I'm gonna stay home.
We don't think people try to vote, go see animals afterwards. But hey, who do we know? What do we know? You know, we don't own the zoo.
We're not in the business.
We're not in the business, you know. But what we are is we're podcasters here. We're doing our thing, talking that nerd talk, keeping the hood every episode. That's what we do.
Keeping the hood. I heard you.
Not that hood. We ain't thugs. But we just saying. We just talking that nerds in the hood talk that we do every week, man. So last week, you guys, you ladies and gents, you saw our official Halloween episode, where we did the top 20 animated Halloween movies. We got more in the chamber. We're trying to release it on other platforms, so look out for that. Anyway, but was there any other like non-animated stuff that you guys probably saw on Halloween? Anything? TV shows, movies?
Oh yeah, the Friday. What is it? Freddy Friday? What's it called?
Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah,
Five Nights at Freddy's. There's Five Nights at Freddy's and Goosebumps. Those are the two other non-animated show / movie that was posted this Halloween. There was probably more, obviously, but those are the two that I sat down. It was oddly,
but it's just weird that this what is it? The Five Nights at Freddy was like really pumped for some reason. Like that was like the movie to watch. Everyone was talking about it. I personally think trash. I wasted my time, but I wanted to watch something somewhat, I guess, scary for the vibes, and I don't know.
I secondly agree. That
shit was trash.
I will say that the Five Nights at Freddy has a crazy fan base. The game itself blew up extreme levels. Yeah, that's where it comes from. It's a video game. It's a kid's video game at that. Technically, it was a kid's game because the more kids played it. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I always thought it was just a horror game.
It was a horror game, but like for some reason, because I guess the characters that are being played, kids were running to it. Like it was.
Okay, I can see.
You know what I'm saying? It got pumped as a kids game, but it didn't get pumped as a kids game. It just somehow got in the kids demographics, like right? That's what you say. Like the more kids were playing it, and then more adults started to play it, and now it's like a thing. For Five Nights at Freddy is like.
I did not know it was a game.
Yo, it's a game, bro. My 9-year-old daughter talks to me about it. Like she played the game, so.
That's right. It is a game.
Yeah. So that's why it was even able to get to the level to get a Netflix movie because the fan base of it is crazy.
Well, it's not a Netflix movie, but it did get a movie.
Oh, it was. Oh, wait.
Hulu. It came out on Hulu.
It came. Well, actually, it came on Peacock. But it's in theaters.
Peacock.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was in Peacock.
It's the number one movie in America for 2 weeks straight.
That's crazy. That's probably the only time I ever used the Peacock.
Yeah. It got lucky.
I forgot about that.
2 weeks is crazy.
It got lucky and was able to be number one because the Taylor Swift movie started. Everybody that needed to see it saw it.
I forgot she came out with a movie.
Everybody
that's
that
horrible.
needed to see Eras saw Eras. So
that's horrible.
Five Nights at Freddy's was able to just catapult.
The fact that people went to the movies to see Taylor Swift's movie is crazy. You guys are.
Oh, to see her concert? Well, there's a lot of, from what I've read, there's a lot of like behind the scenes stuff that you don't get to see. And if you're a Taylor Swift fan, that's what you're there for.
Boo.
Well, we're not Taylor Swift fans.
That's what the Swifties will.
Yeah, that's what the Swifties. Yeah, you don't get us canceled by the Swifties, bro. There's a certain group of fans you don't come for, and they're one of them. So, anyway, so you both are saying that this film takes a step back for video game films.
I didn't even know it was a video game film, but
yeah. So he's just jumping it off. He's just judging it off a horror movie. And
I'm judging it because it was Halloween. I was like, "Fuck it."
It's a horror movie you didn't like.
I was like.
I will tell you that I also watched it, and it was pretty bad. They did honestly. I really watched it because I wanted to see how they were gonna do it. Like, you know,
nothing scary about the animatronic. I think the only kind of scary one was.
But that's the thing, right? Because you've never played the game, so like
the game's supposed to be scary.
The game is actually kind of scary. The game is like any other video scary game. Like, you're in this weird place, you're doing like the missions or whatever, and those animatronic things are like chasing you. But it's a game, so they can appear at any time, and it would kind of make sense because you're in a fucking game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're running down the hallway, you doing shit, chilling, and you turn around and it's there, and you're like, oh shit, because that's a game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes sense. Yeah, in a movie, it doesn't feel the same because you're just like, bruh.
This is like, come on now. Like, I don't know. I guess like that along with the animatronics wasn't really like. I was like, eh.
Yeah, but the movie itself wasn't hitting. You right? I mean,
trash.
Did it explain? I guess it was kind of interesting. Not even that it was kind of interesting. It was just cool because I never paid attention to the game like that. So I'm like, oh, that's what the game was about. Because it explains the story mode of the game.
Right.
And I think that's the story mode of the game. I'm hoping that's the story mode of the game. I've watched a lot of people play the stream for it because I wanted to see what the hype was about. And I didn't see that much hype in it at all, but whatever. And then, like, I don't know. Like, the actor, the kid who acted the main part, I fucks with him. He's a good actor.
Yeah. He was in the Hunger Games.
Yeah, the Hunger Games.
Yeah, he was in that.
That's right. That's where he was from.
I think it was Josh Hutcherson.
It was freaking. Like that was the fake boyfriend dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was him.
Okay,
so I'm kind of seeing the similarities. So I'm looking like in the movie, you see that the security guard's at the like he's at playing security.
So those parts
He's looking at the screen.
Yeah, so those parts are valid from the game.
In the game, so
the reason why he had that old equipment is because that's how it is in the game.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's the game. So it's almost like if you played the Resident Evil video game and then you go and watch the movie. Yeah. Like there is those weird little similarities, but obviously it's not true to the game. But there is those similarities, those nostalgia moments for the people that play the game, like the game, and they have to do that because they're trying to do it off the game. So they like, if they don't put nothing from the game, then you're like, yo, what we watching right now? Niggas just made a whole other storyline. All right, man.
It was like, all right, here we go.
But it was alright, man. Like, I didn't really get the whole like sister part, but. It has to do with kids, so you know. And I will tell you that I didn't make it all the way to the end. I fell asleep, but I watched all of it. I watched literally. I think I went to sleep right when I knew it was over. Like I was like, all right, we already see what's happening here. He's about to solve the problem and good.
I just didn't understand how did like the ghost kids get into the like even when they were explaining that I was just like how did homeboy this girl's father like knew how to like control them type shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I was like, all right, well, this is weird. He just so happens like they just do his shit.
I liked how they low key explained what was happening with the little animation pictures of like they were taking the kids and like I guess killing them, taking their soul or whatever. But like the thing that I didn't get was the very first security guard that they put in the thing.
Yeah.
When they smoked him. I was just like, so is he still back there? Like, is he in there alive? Like,
dude, smoking.
Yeah, like, are they draining him for blood? I'm confused. Like,
what's going on?
Yeah, but yeah, it was. I agree with you. You know why it's number one? Because Nintendo #1 rule: kids. All right, but kids. If TikTok proves it. Mario has proved it 1,000,000 times. Pokemon has proved it 1,000,000 times, and Five Nights at Freddy's proving it right now. As long as kids like this shit, you gonna get the views.
Wait, are you saying that it's following a Nintendo rule or it's?
No. It's just like the #1 Nintendo. I said that in the sense of like, you know, the reason why it has lasted. That system has lasted so long is because they only apply to kids.
Yeah, right. Okay.
They only apply to kids. They don't really care about killer games. They definitely don't care about aggressive games. Like, This is my fan base, the kids.
Right,
and guess what?
Yeah.
Y'all niggas keep making kids, so I'm Gucci.
He's like, keep making it, and I'm Gucci.
Yeah. Like, it's the truth, bro.
We'll keep making this money because I keep popping out these kids.
The kids is not being produced.
Yeah. There's somebody definitely, that's true. You're right. There's somebody that's definitely thinking like that. So, yeah, speaking of kids, he's right because even when you watch, you said Goosebumps, even when you watch that show appeals way more to today's youth and then less of a nostalgia vibe for us in our youth, you know?
We can rip that one apart too, man. First off, old Goosebumps, way more scarier, and it was definitely more interesting. That's a fact. If they would have ran that shit back, I
could have told you that shit was gonna be trash.
After the second
I could have told you
that
that
goes down.
I just see the vibe of it. Then I was like, this is not gonna be good.
Yeah, but if they would have just ran back the old shit, like if they would have just did it
well, they can't.
I know, but I was hoping. I'm gonna be honest. That's what I was hoping. I was hoping that somehow we was about to see the old crusty dude. I don't know. What was it? Crips from the Tail? That's his name.
Tales from the Crypt.
Tales from the Crypt. Him, right? It was him in Goosebumps, right?
Well, he was the adult version,
Yeah, so like I was hoping like he would pop up or something and be like, "Welcome back, boys and girls."
Like I'm here, nigga.
Yeah, Goosebumps,
Goosebumps, baby.
Yeah, or the dummy at least, like make the dummy the narrator of the show or something like that. But they did a whole storyline that somehow consisted of each book. Yeah. And as a book reader, I'm not gonna say I can remember every book, but I promise you it wasn't like how they was doing in the movie.
Yeah, there was like no sad ending. Like at least in the old Goosebumps, everyone like some people got out, and then sometimes there was like a point where I was like, yo, you can't solve this. It's a wrap. Yeah. It's just your life. And
I don't remember the Goosebumps. I don't remember them all being tied in. Is that just me, or were they all? No,
you're not wrong. They were
every different story, right? All right, cool. So I knew that's what I was like. Am I bugging right now? I'm like, why are all of these tied together? I was like, that's not how it technically is supposed to be. I was like, it's supposed to be individual stories. Yeah, right, I get that there's individual people that is getting affected by each event from the book. Yeah. Like that's cool. I get what's happening, but that had nothing to do with the book. So if you're saying Goosebumps and for instance, the eat the worm thing, like that was
the worst episode. That episode was so trash, bro. Oh my god!
Explain how trash it was.
Yeah, bro. So basically, the Eat the Worms episode of the Goosebumps is like, first off is there's like a house or whatever. The house is haunted. There's this kid who dies in a haunted house, and there's items in it. So each person took an item. So this one kid took the worm, and his trick was that I'm gonna eat the worm. He didn't eat the worm then. He ended up eating it eventually later, and somehow, some way, he turns into a giant worm creature thing. Right?
Well, he doesn't turn into the creature. What happens is all the worms while he's sleeping.
Yeah, it goes into his body. And they try to take over him, right? So then he starts eating garbage, whatever. He becomes impervious. And then he becomes like this weird fucking invincible dickhead, right? and then so. Am I lying?
No, I was just laughing.
And he's just like, yo. And he also, his reasoning behind why he's acting the way he's acting is because two other main characters, his mom's and another main character's dad is low key fucking. Yeah. So there's an affair happening. Yeah.
So now he's super tight.
So he finds out about it. So he's super tight. So now this worm thing is like making him like act out about it. Yeah. So he's just being a dick, like, oh yeah, this maybe when should we stop fucking my moms? I'm like, yo. Yeah.
Side note. That was actually, he paraphrased, but that was actually said. I wasn't verbatim, but he actually does say in the show, like the guy who's part of the affair works at the school coincidentally. He's a guidance counselor.
He's the guidance counselor, which is crazy, by the way.
And he's trying to speed it up, which I respect because of the time we're doing with the show. So he's impervious to pain because of the worms. Worms are normally impervious to pain.
And he's just like has anger issues, whatever.
It's all combined. So he does stunts on the low. So now with the worms, he's like, yo, I can do whatever stunt I want. So he takes a motorbike and rides off the top of a school building and accidentally crashes onto the guy.
No, he accidentally. He did that shit on purpose.
He landed on the
guidance counselor's whip.
I said, "Dick."
Right? And then when he came down, and they were like, "Yo, you can't do that." He dead ass says to the dude, "Well, maybe you shouldn't sleep with my mom."
And then the guy's house was like, "Oh." And I remember I sat there and I was like,
That's
"Yo,
actually
you
dumb
just said that?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah,
it was OD. It was OD.
Oh, I remember it now. I remember he goes, I think I should suggest to the principal that you should be expelled from the school. And he goes, I suggest you stop begging. I think you should just stop begging my moms.
Nah, he said that line?
Something like that.
It was something like that. We could be both wrong.
It was something crazy.
But it was crazy. It was crazy. In any school,
I might have to go watch that.
Yo, but anyway, the point was that all of that, right? So he does eat this worm, whatever. He's invincible. Shit is good, man. Somewhere, I forget how they get it out of him, but somehow
they basically talked to him.
Oh yeah, they talked to him, and he threw it up. Like they were like, "This is not you.
Yeah,
use your willpower type no shit, jutsu. Right?" Nigga spits. He throws up a whole bunch of worms, and it turns into a giant
monster,
a giant mush monster.
Yep.
And starts chasing them.
Yep.
And chasing the moms, because the mom's part of this now.
Yep.
So now one nigga, the son's on a dirt bike, the mom's on a whip. They start chasing them. They go into some fucking wood carpenter factory shit.
Moving, nigga.
And this monster is moving.
Making moves.
Yeah.
Nigga swam. Yo, they thought they beat him, and he swam across the ocean like, what? I was like, yo, what's going on?
That was pretty fire, though. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. When the worms jumped into the water,
I might have to see that. Then. I want to see how the fuck
the worms jumped into the water and went hyperspeed. Yep. Like they was good on land, and then they jumped into the water and started moving. Yeah, but they go to the factory, and then all of this is happening, bro. And what's really happening is that these niggas is running from a giant mush thing.
Yep.
And the mush thing is going. It was like a blob. It was like a blob, bro. Yeah. And then they're fighting the blob, and you know how it ends? They send it through a grinder. That was the episode, bro.
That was the regular death.
The whole reason of him eating a worm, like, it honestly had no reasons. Like,
no, he's right. He just
ate the worm and
nothing really connected.
Yo, him eating a worm, them saying that was part of Goosebumps, like, from the boy's house, it was nothing. Like, that whole episode was pointless.
He's right. All of the things that was in the basement of the guy who died, I just didn't see the true connection. You're right.
Only one thing was connected. No, actually two. The fucking photography map, the camera.
Okay, yeah.
And the dummy.
And the dummy, yeah.
The mask was stupid too.
Yeah.
There was a fucking mask. The girl put it on, and it like transformed her to like a troll type thing. And then she went around fucking around. And then she took it off. She eventually took it off.
Yeah. And
then they threw it in the water. And
somehow she was strong enough to take that shit off.
Think of the mask.
Yeah.
But instead of him turning into a nice green guy, he turned into a troll, an evil troll.
And then they were using a play on today's generation of trolling, because in reality she was trolling people online and like writing them anonymously.
So she turned into a troll?
Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, then that episode was right before the worm episode, and in that episode she had the mask on. And it made her like evil, like it made her another dickhead. So she was in the guidance counselor's office too, and she flamed that nigga too.
That's true. That's true. Now the guidance counselor was receiving it,
catching it from little kids.
It was wild, bro.
It was wild. It was wild.
Goosebumps was definitely not a hit, and I'm kind of upset about that because I wanted it to be a hit.
No, you're right.
I did. You know what? I didn't expect that. I kind of, for some reason, the way the commercial was, and like the way they were like promoting. I'm like, maybe this shit might be alright. I mean, a lot of shows have been hit lately, so you know, I was hoping for that, but I hoped for too much because they fucking bombed it bad.
Yeah, he's right. When you Disney, take note, if you're doing a horror show and it's a bad episode about a kid eating worms and he gets talked down by his mom, and you end the episode with the song Kill Bill by SZA, this show doesn't need to exist.
Oh yeah, that was
this show does not need to exist.
The soundtrack for this show is
crazy. The first episode,
I thought the same thing too.
Yeah,
I saw the same thing. And it's funny. It was when I saw SZA's name. I was like, why is SZA out here?
The song had nothing to do with anything, and I was just like, what? Yeah,
somebody got that.
As you can see, me and Ant are just making fun of it. So please, if you want to watch it because you want to get some laughs, go ahead. You know, light up the blood, drink, whatever.
I mean, laugh. Yeah.
You're not gonna be scared.
It was definitely some laughs.
Yeah, it was definitely some laughs. Yeah, because even in that worm episode, you got me thinking about that now. I'm like, this episode was dumb. Even when the cops pulled up and was like, yo, how does factory get like this? And the lady was like, I'm tired of telling lies. And when she tells the truth, they fucking arrested her.
You know what was really dumb funny?
What?
Was so they had like the school, there was a girl in the school and she ran like the video record club, like the, whatever you call that, like the
AV
club, right? She ran the AV club, right? Mm-hmm. So she had a drone, Dev. She had a mad expensive drone, bro. Like some mad expensive drone.
Wow, bro.
And she told her homeboy to watch it for her while she walked away for like 2 seconds, bro.
Which he did not.
And all of a sudden she comes back out, her like a whole nother group of dudes had the drone.
It was the nigga who ate the worm. He took the drone.
He was flying it. No, it wasn't the dude. No, the dude who ate the worm wasn't the one who broke it.
Yeah,
it was Lucas.
Yeah, he grabs on it and he tries to hold on to it and it just drops.
Yo, bro, the drone was in the air. He tries to jump on it to like do a pull up, like to see if he can fly, and he just literally jumps off a building, catches it, hits the ground, lands on his back, right?
Destroys it,
breaks the drone, destroys everything. Nah, he was out. He just breaks the drone and everything. Come to find out, the drone was like her dad's drone that she borrowed or something like that. And somehow they blamed her, bro, for breaking the drone. And I was like, yo, what kind of shit is this?
Yo, that's true. He was just in the office like, yo, I'll pay you back. Like, you know, I just give you some money for it. And then he was like, how much? He was like, I give you like $300. And she said that shit cost like $3,000.
Yeah, $3,000. But then when she went to the crib to tell her mom, like, yo, this is what happened, her mom was like, yo, but you the one that borrowed the drone.
Yep, it's your
they
fault.
Broke it, yo. Like, you gotta tell your dad this and that. You grounded, whatever. And then when they went to go talk to the parent, the kid's parent, they were just like, yo, that was her drone. I'm like, yo, what is going on? First off, if they gotta drag this drone like this, at least let her get paid. They just wanted you to know that it was done. The drone is done.
It's like, yeah, it's it. It's done.
At least let her get the bread first.
Yo, nobody was paying for that drone, bro.
That shit just
he right. That was the most hood moment of the show. Niggas was like, how much is it? Nah, it's not like a you problem.
He said, that's your drone. That's not
like a you problem,
I can't do nothing about
that. I told you to bring it to the school. That's true. The minute niggas heard that number, they was like, nah, you wildin', B. She think I'm paying what? No, he's right. That show was terrible. It was all kinds of terrible. I mean, at this point in my life, I know there's not a lot of things that's going to scare me in terms of, like, horror films and stuff. But, geez, at least keep me entertained. I guess you kept us entertained because we've been laughing this whole time. So,
if it's not what you want,
laugh at it.
If I can laugh at it, then
that's it. If I can roast it, that's it. All I know is if these things happen in hood schools, this would have been one of the greatest shows on television. Because niggas would have been like, yo, you heard what this nigga said about niggas banging his mom's show? This is crazy. Anyway.
That was probably the gangsters part of the whole show.
That shit nigga's going to be reflected on for a long time.
Maybe you should stop banging my mom or something.
Whoa! That's all they needed was 5 kids in the back like, yo.
He went crazy.
This nigga's not coming back to school to ball.
He sunned that teacher.
If I saw him in school the next day, I was like, you still here? That's wild. I'm talking to this nigga reckless from now on.
How he found out, too, was kind of sick. Honestly, now that I think about it, I take that back. The worm episode might have been the best episode.
That was the best one.
That's just crazy, bro.
Because that's the only episode that really made the most sense now.
Yeah, let's move on, man. Because we could talk about how bad this show was all day long. But now that Halloween.
I will say one thing. There was one cool thing.
Okay.
The background story to the dummy was pretty cool.
Okay.
Oh, they did that?
Yeah, they did a whole like
episode about the dummy.
Yeah, it was like a giant flashback, and it showed like homie's uncle or somebody getting the dummy, using him, but like using him in the past, like we're like in the 80s, 70s, 80s as a ventriloquist, and then the ventriloquist, the dummy getting him mad money, and then he realizing it's evil, and then going to the town and hiding it, and then he eventually passes away, and so on. But the background story to the dummy was pretty cool. I will say that that was really interesting to me how they played it out, because they gave you the whole story. Like they literally did an episode on it.
Yep.
So that was pretty cool.
It's a good and a bad to everything.
Yeah.
So
how many episodes?
8.
Yeah.
So not a lot, and they're like 30 minutes. So.
Nah, they not 30 minutes. Them shit like 45.
Oh, felt like 30 to me. Anyway,
I wasn't really paying attention. That's why.
Probably until niggas start saying violent comments to their teachers. Anyway, we need to talk about the fact that this is our finale episode in terms of like two big shows having two epic finales. We have Gen V's season finale and we have Attack on Titan series finale. So we're definitely gonna talk about Gen V's first because on the importance scale, you already know Attack on Titan is outweighing Gen V right now. Sure. Probably not even right now. But anyway,
yes.
We need to talk about Gen V because we told y'all we was going to come back around and revisit this once we saw every episode. And every episode has already aired. So, gentlemen, what do you think about what you saw?
I love it.
Love it?
Yeah, they did it again. They really did good. Yeah, I have nothing bad to say about Gen V. I was hooked from the first episode. But like that's the boys for you, bro. Like
that's the boys.
Yeah, like they did good the first time. I would have been surprised if they messed this up, honestly, because they got a whole new platform, so they were able to really pretty much do anything, just give people power.
Well, they expanded on the world that they already have. And I like that they kept it within the time frame of what's everything that's happening in the boys. So like as we see going now, we learned that this next season of the boys is gonna be it's gonna be in the same like year of what happened in Gen V. So we most likely will see these characters cross over into each other's, if it doesn't become joint, but they're definitely going to be crossovers in each series. So I like it. It's just another expansion of the show. They keep true to all their like gory, like explicit shit, and it's still great writing, and the fact that they can merge both of these worlds, like, and you could just see how it ended, like the line that is gonna go down. Like you see this guy investigating what's his name again? Not Huey.
Billy Butcher.
Billy Butcher. Yeah, you see him at the end. He makes a cameo at the end, and you already know they're gonna be It looks like the boys are gonna probably be investigating the woods going forward now. Like, and they're probably gonna be trying to figure out who's.
So the woods doesn't get shut down in this. Because I didn't make it all the way to the end yet. So
it
technically
did. Yeah. It did get shut down.
Yeah.
But I guess the fact of who's pulling the strings and who's really behind it, because we don't know. Because are they working with Va?
Technically, yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Who's working with Va? The boys?
The whole school.
The whole school.
Yeah. The school was.
Because they send soups from like to the 7.
That's why the show starts showing you Marie's family watching A-Train get drafted into the 7.
Yeah. I know. I know. That part I know.
So they come from the school, so it's technically it's a part of art, but then it's like
it's fucking Hero Academia. So
legit. It is. On a more gorier side.
Yeah, on a more gory side. Yeah.
I will say though that I feel like they started off by giving us Glory Boy, right? And they were trying to be like, he's the next best thing. But we're starting to see that I think Sam is going to be stronger than Homelander. The way he be bugging out, he's pretty brolic.
He's just really strong, I guess, really, and he's like indestructible, kind of, I think.
Yeah, so that's why.
Because he was taking those bullets, remember? When they were trying to jump him?
Yeah, so, he's brolic. So he's just untrained. But I feel like they keep, every time they show him and how he fights and stuff like that, they do that puppet thing that you guys like, right? Yeah. So I'm like, they cut the gore out because he goes too crazy, and I'm just like, why they keep showing him fight? Why they keep showing him? It's like I really feel they're gonna somehow get to the point where he fights Homelander.
Well, you didn't see the last episode, so like you'll see like how like pretty beastly he is.
See the last two.
Or the last two, yeah. Like he is like. And it's crazy because you're looking at all these young superpowers, and we look at Homelander like, oh damn, Homelander's like, pretty much like the one that you really can't beat. And I see some of these other superpowers that they got, like we've seen in Gen V. I'm like, I feel like they could beat this dude, like Homelander.
I think everyone's just scared of Homelander because Homelander doesn't hesitate to kill you. And that's the difference.
He's like the ultimate Chico. He's strong, he can fly, laser vision, eyes. Like, he could go real fast, like he can hear everything, so I guess he's like, the ultimate. But I'm like, I don't know. Some of these new powers look like I feel like they could take his ass. Like,
it's Superman's like a Superman's thing, right?
Yeah, Superman.
But Sam doesn't fly. That's probably one thing. He doesn't fly. Yeah. He doesn't have the super hearing.
Yeah.
He's just super strong and invincible.
Right.
What do y'all think about the powers that they showed in
Oh, the blood chick, from the moment they showed her, I was like, she's OP. I didn't need any confirmation.
I didn't really think that in the beginning.
Bro, our whole body is covered, is filled with blood. She could literally do the fucking Wolverine if Magneto felt like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Magneto picks up Wolverine all the time like that and holds him, right? Yeah, and be like, I could fucking destroy you, my nigga. Like,
well, now they foreshadowed it with homie's joint getting blown off that she has the same powers as the Congresswoman or the I forgot her name, but the lady in charge.
Yeah, they showed. Well, we see in one episode. Spoiler alert. We see in one episode that they do confirm just now that, like, you know, they have the same power. For sure, they have the same power. So everyone who thought from the boys that she was blowing heads up is not that she's blowing heads up. That she's actually exploding the blood within their head.
Right.
I don't think that no one else knows that though.
Yeah, nobody else knows that.
No one knows that.
Right.
Like,
but I'm talking about the audience. The audience.
Oh yeah, right.
All of us who've been watching the show, who knows that she's secretly been killing people in the background.
That was a twist.
Her power.
Now we know her power is the blood control.
Yep.
Whereas before, people, at least for me,
because I
thought she was blowing their brain up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought that she was just blowing their brain up
with blood and pow.
And but she's actually fucking taking the blood out of their brain, like exploding them.
Yeah, and that's why she said, like, oh, you can do lassos and swords. That's exhausting. Like, let me put you on some real shit. But she didn't tell her that part just yet. But she let her realize, like.
And the reason why she says that is exhausting is because the blood has to come out of her body, which means she loses blood.
Right.
Yeah.
What the Congress girl's doing is taking their blood and fucking bam.
Yeah, that's why I said they foreshadowed it when she blew homie's joint off.
Yeah.
And then she was just like, oh snap. So
they even showed it too when she went to go save that dude that chick in the party that got cut, and she's like,
but that's her power though, right?
She can heal people.
That was showed a lot because she took the blood off the ground, put that shit back in her body. It was like, yo, all right, cool.
But that was showing her manipulating other blood that's not her own though.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
So
that's true. It's that. Yeah, you're right. That proves that she can manipulate all blood.
It was fucking bloodbender, bro. We in Avatar. I want to see that. I want to see. By the end of next season, I want her to control somebody's body, and I want to see some like she just snaps them in half, fucking up their whole bones and shit. I want to see that.
It'll be easy for her.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but she's too nice, bro. She doesn't want to kill people like that. So
yeah,
you know what's crazy though? She blew off homie's beef, right? And that nigga was back in class though.
Yo.
Like that nigga was back in class. He even got that keg thrown at him.
Yeah. Well, so my theory is that Kate. So in that episode when he gets his joint blown off, Kate. You find out that later that Kate like kind of erased their memories. I don't know. I think she probably made him forget that he had a joint, or she probably made Marie heal him. I don't know. It's weird.
Nah, they don't really show that though.
Marie heal him?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Marie can't heal him.
I don't know. That's my theories. I'm probably wrong. I don't think educated guesses. Yeah. But
probably
there's no way that he's still just walking down and he's like, I don't got no dick.
You never know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Never know. Kate did something.
Yeah.
But we will never know, you know. But yeah, you're right. I think it's a good show. The last 2 episodes, the twist on this, okay, you don't like it? Good.
No, I'm
so
just
the last 2 episodes.
That's my bad.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I don't know who bought this, bro. This shit is strong as fuck.
Did you waste this?
Oh, great. These next half an hour is going to be wonderful. Anyway, maybe.
Careful. He's choking.
Dying, son. He's choking. This shit is crazy.
He said I took 1 sip and I'm like,
God damn.
Straight liquor?
This says margarita made with tequila and triple sec liquor, but like that shit tastes crazy.
Shout out to Thomas Ashburn for getting our boy lit.
This shit says handcrafted tequila with notes of freshly squeezed lime, hints of orange zest, and prime sea salt.
But that's
taste that shit, bro.
I'm good.
You enjoy that. Anyway, folks, watch Gen V. Great show. Last 2 episodes are amazing, and they'll have a lot of callbacks to the boys. So, with that being said, let's get down to business, folks. Because, like we said, we talked about the season finale, and now we're talking about the series finale. We wanted H-Town to be here for this because he is the main instigator to Attack on Titan slander.
Bum-ass nigga.
He got to work. Or so we think. So anyway.
I need to see his schedule.
He probably.
I got to see his schedule.
Yeah, so Attack on Titan closed out its series.
Finally.
The manga series ended a while back, but the anime series officially ended this Sunday all over the world. It is over. It's a wrap.
Sad times.
And they ended with a 90-minute or 85-minute episode to seal the deal, and it was intense. Everybody at Mappa was like, "Yo, we going hard on this one," and they put their foot in it and they went off. A lot of people are claiming it's one of the best series finales, probably in all of television. Not the best, but one of the best.
Really? So I didn't see that. I didn't see that anywhere online.
I saw it.
That shit been out for a little while. And I see nowhere on any of my feeds niggas say that it was the best.
Niggas saying it. IGN gave it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Man, go ahead.
Did you see it?
Nah, you don't know I didn't see that.
So
yet,
then, shut up.
You know I wait for shit to end to binge watch it. I'm gonna go binge watch it in the next couple days, and I'll give you my opinion.
All right.
It was really good. I personally have two things with it. I think they ended it great. Of course, they should have elaborated on certain more things. I've just learned to come to terms with, you know what, it's not going to end how I want it, or I might not get all the answers. And especially, I kind of thought I wasn't going to get a lot of answers just because of the vast, like, everything that's happening in that story. Like, it's coming to an end. It'll be too much if you want to, like, add certain pieces. So I understand maybe why certain things would get left out. Like, they didn't really explain Historia, like, what she did after the fact, or, like, you know, during this time. We just don't know. We're following pretty much the main group. Like, but I felt like her story could have been elaborated a little bit more. But besides that, like, I think they ended it on a great note. Like, my other gripe is, I feel like when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is a great episode. But I felt like it lacked, which I had, the other gripe is that it just took too long to come out. It took too long to come out. It shouldn't have been dragged this much. Like, this would have been great. I felt like I would have been more invested if it was just like, it came out maybe when that season 3 part 1 came out. Then the next month or a couple weeks, you got to drop the next one. I've been waiting months, years just for this shit to end. And it's just like, I felt like when I watched it, I was like, great episode. But I was just like, I didn't really care for it no more. Because I'm just like, all right, I'm really over. I just want to see the end, and then that's it. Where I felt like it would have hit harder if everything came out at a certain time. But besides that, great fucking episode. I love how they ended it. It's not on a happy, like, they really didn't end on a happy note. And really, for this whole show there's no heroes. There's no heroes. There's really no, like, there's villains, but there's no nothing that's gonna be like, a happy ending type shit. Which I don't think it wouldn't have even fitted with the type of, like, just the vibe of the story and the story that was being told. It just ending on a happy note. The shit started off like people dying. People getting eaten, like, kind of like on the gory side. It just in a civilization type, like, post-utopia type shit. There's no way it ends like on a high note, and like, it just, so I feel like the ending stayed true to pretty much what they've been preaching throughout the whole series, and I loved it. And I wish, I just sad to see it end, but I don't know. I feel like they could continue with this.
I saw the only thing I saw was that I saw one little thing that said, like, all the Attack on Titan fans are mad because at the end of the day, all that's going to happen is going to start all over again.
Which I liked about that. I like that they showed that, like, the credits is what fucked me up. Because they went through all that, motherfucker killed 80% of the world, but then they go on to life, and as you see the years go on, they show the little fucking credits. You see, like, a little frame by frame of time lapsing. Mikasa going to see Eren at the tree.
She dies.
And then she dies, but you see the family still go around, and then you just see...
And then they go to war.
Then you see the civilization building up, and then you just see conflict. Now they're starting wars with people, and then the motherfuckers, the island gets nuked. Like, we was like, what? I was watching this shit like, what the fuck? What is happening?
But there's no Titans.
No, there's no Titans, but they just go through different wars.
Because he killed all the Titans.
He killed the Titan power, pretty much.
Yeah.
But what we're talking about is the credit scene. Like, they went through all that war. He did all of that, where they tried to free his people and the island of Paradise, and they still ended up going to war and pretty much getting annihilated at the end. So that's what they kind of show, like, throughout the thing. Once you see it, you would understand.
Yeah.
But that shit was crazy to me. I was like, yo, all that for this shit to just...
For the show that started so good.
Well, let's say this. December 2020, that's when they first started the trail of their final seasons. That was December
2020. That was what
2020.
Jeez, bro.
That was when they first kind of started it. And then let's see, part 2 of the final season saga kept going on January of 2022. That was basically part 2. That's when they. So
that was the hour episode where this chick died, right?
No, actually, that's when Eren pulls up.
Oh, when they in the city.
Yeah, that's
and
when
then
Eren
she
pulls
blows up, and then
and
that was fire. That episode was fire.
Actually, that's not even when Eren does the surprise attack. That's when they start fighting him because they realize, like, now he's wilding. And that's when he announces, like, I got the founding Titan and all this other shit. So that's that.
Oh, against the Jaegerists.
And all that other shit. So then we passed through that. Now, the first hour special was March of this year. And then
that came out in March, that hour special?
Yep. And then the last one that we just all are talking about now was just a few days ago. So that's the time between everything, basically.
Yeah. 2020?
Yeah, so it's been a 3-year pretty much
it, bro. They
drag.
it.
Yeah, 3-year drag to end this.
Kind of like what One Piece is doing, just dragging. Like, they dragged it, bro.
I can't agree on that one.
You say you can or can't?
I cannot.
Oh.
You can't? You don't think they dragging it?
Attack on Titan was super dragged. But
it was dragged. It's dragged.
One Piece is not dragging it. That should be whole new stories, bro. Literally.
Dragging.
Whole new them.
Let that nigga find.
I will say the dragon part.
One Piece, bro.
The dragon part of One Piece is that then they go to somewhere, they fuck niggas up, they go on the boat, and they go to somewhere else and they fuck niggas up. Again. That's the drag.
Yeah.
That's the drag, bro. That's the drag.
That's the drag.
I will say that.
That's a drag.
When they get to an island, somehow, whatever company writes...
How many arcs are you going to watch of this?
Whatever company writes One Piece, learn that you could go to an island and you could do a lot of things.
And it's like the minute they pull up, they're like, we don't really need to do anything. We're just here on this new island. They're like, help us. Our land is barren and our food is dry and we cannot...
I'm gonna tell you when One Piece... What part of... Even though it's off topic, but one part of One Piece that does get me laugh every time is they get to the island, right? And you're like, I bet this might be... Maybe they're just gonna run through this quick. They start running through together and fighting some niggas together. When you see them niggas start separating...
Yep, that's when
you know it's about to be long. Down.
Yep.
It's about to be
He's
long.
Right.
Each nigga follow everybody's story.
Each nigga gets a story. Each guarantee, bro. Is a guarantee. Each nigga's getting a story. Every single character is getting a story.
Yeah. Well,
that's too much. You see, like that's a drag.
So it's
story building.
It's story building.
Yeah. You've been story building for 20-some years, bro. Well, come on.
They not at their maximum capacity yet.
Yeah.
I keep telling him. He says that, and yet Naruto is also doing a similar story for 20-some years.
Naruto's going crazy right now. They just decided to change their whole animation.
Yeah, because they knew.
They know it's about to go down.
Yeah.
They said, I'm sorry Naruto happened. We're coming back and we're coming back with heat.
So they were like, we're going to give you some HD Naruto. And in the meantime, while you enjoy the HD Naruto,
I didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything.
I didn't even see the trailer yet. I saw the article memes type shit.
When it comes, people are gonna forget about Boruto, and then they're gonna bring back the Boruto that they wanted people to have, which is the heat that the manga is at now with the time skip, where he has he learns a better Rasengan, and Sasuke trained him, and nigga walks around one eye and all this other shit. But he is right. One Piece does have this pacing issue where they're like, we're going this island, and instead of just let me fight a couple of sub bosses and then get to the boss, they're like, well, it's 10 niggas on my team. Everybody got to eat. So you go over there and fight this nigga. You go over there and fight this nigga. So it does kind of turn into that. And maybe one or two people in the crew will be like, yo, I didn't get to fight. What the fuck? They're like, yeah, next time. So that does happen. He is right. However,
it's too much.
What Oda has done compared, we
go math.
Well, first of all, we're not talking about One Piece.
Yeah, no. I'm not. I was going to have to say
you defended One Piece a little bit too hard.
Yeah,
you just did it.
I said what we had to say.
This is an AOT review.
Yeah, we do. We
fuck One Piece.
No, but what I was going off about One Piece right
now. You saw his eyes open. His eyes open. He's like, "Oh, I'm about to
go ahead.
No, I was saying my input because he said his input. Come on, that's not fair.
Go ahead, bro.
All I was gonna say was it was about to do what Attack on Titan is doing because Attack on Titan is choosing to do a final saga, and he did end in a good way.
I mean, Attack on Titan had to end, bro. What you thought? You thought they were gonna blast by One Piece? How long we gonna do Titan shit? They fucked up. They fucked up at the Historia joint. They could have been like One Piece. They should have never did any of that Historia shit.
They could have even did Dragon Ball Z and just stretched it out, yo. They could have decided.
I would have took that. I wanted to see more Titan shit.
Aren't they dropping an AOT manga?
No. So what they're doing is everybody thought they were continuing the story. They're just going to tell you a story about Levi. So it's probably going to be how he got into the Scouts or what made him hate Titans or whatever. But they're just doing a story about Levi. So it's not really...
A story about Levi. Yeah. Which means that...
That's going to be fire, though.
It's going to be fire. Yeah, it's going to be fire. But it's going to be an episode about a nigga joining the military. That's all it's going to be. It's going to be a show about a nigga joining the military.
Him fighting some Titans. He'll be a younger Levi on the rise. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be fire.
I mean, it'll be cool because they'll probably get to show you some of the older Titans because that got to be young Levi, right? So they're going to show you...
Honestly, I would want to see that because I would like seeing the Titan human combat. Like, I wanted to see more of that. But, you know, as the story progressed, we kind of seeing less of that. So, like, to see Levi, like, going out scouting for Titans is actually be type.
I already know what's going to happen, bro. I can tell you right now. They're going to start this shit off, and they're going to get recruited, and he's going to be whacked. He's going to be trash.
He's an Ackerman, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna be so trash. And then they're gonna have to like trade him.
You really
something's gonna happen when he gets smoked one top and he comes back straight beastie.
You violated Levi, bro.
Yo,
you know what Levi's equivalent of fucking Itachi joining the Anbu, nigga. That's gonna be him at a young age, fucking murking shit. He's gonna be.
I'll give you that.
He had that in his blood. He's him.
That's possible. It's possible.
He ain't gonna have no. He's gonna be showing niggas moments like this is what I do.
So you're saying that Levi's gonna get drafted at 12?
Yep. And he's gonna be a fucking prodigy. He's been killing shit. He's probably that kid that was running around. He's a great marksman. He's very fast, agile. Like, and he's like, and he gets scooped up by a homeboy. What's his name? Erwin.
Erwin and him in the same age, though.
No, I don't think so. I think Erwin's a little bit.
Maybe Erwin's a little bit older than him. Because
he's older than him.
He's definitely older than him. They're not. I don't know about the same age. They're definitely older. But who knows? It could be like that, where he was already going into the military and he was like a teenager and he recruited him. He's like, yo, you're gonna be a beast. You're gonna be my right hand. Like, I can see it like that. That'll be fire. I'll watch. That'll be fire.
Okay. Well. I agree with Ant. It could have probably went a little longer, but it ended the way it ended.
I'm happy with how it ended. Yeah. I just didn't like it took that long to end, in my opinion. Because I'm just like, yo, just give it to the people, do what you got to do, drop it, and all that. I mean, for the manga people already know. Like, for us non-people who don't read manga, like, we going to see the episode. So don't give me months. Don't drop them in months. Like, I don't want to see that. Have it ready. Let's go.
He said, have it ready. Let's go.
Like, come on, man.
Well, there was a big controversial thing for fans because they said that he allegedly altered the ending. There's rumors that he didn't alter the ending. There's rumors that he did between the manga ending and the anime ending. So, what was your thoughts on that? Do you feel like?
I mean, what was different? I didn't read the manga. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So, they said the most notable change was the dialogue between Eren and Armin regarding Eren's decision and the reality of his actions. Manga readers of Attack on Titan were severely disappointed with Armin's appreciation of Eren's genocide. In a panel that soured most readers, Armin said that thank you for turning yourself into a mass murderer for our sake. Meeting followed the release of the final chapter. Isayama, who is the creator, expressed his regret towards this line of dialogue, admitting the intent of those words didn't come out across as he had hoped, which led to him changing it in anime. So it's not that bad. That's not that bad.
Oh, you see, because I'm trying to think of the speech. I was like, did he? I'm like, he didn't really like honor that. But you're saying in the manga.
In the manga, he said that. That's why they changed it.
So they changed it.
Because if you watched it on TV, you would have been like,
not that
whoa.
Bad. That's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
I get why you would change that. Like, for like public perception.
Yeah. So they also did say that the ending was slightly changed as well. So yeah, they said they said it's still the same thing. Paradise facing destruction and stuff like that. But I guess they just went a different way in the manga. So it's not that serious as people made it out to be.
Those are fucking.
But he still changed it.
Those people that just like nitpick at everything, like, oh, why you changed that? Da, da, da. I loved it. I loved how it ended. It was dope. The one part that got me is at the end where everyone sees like the image of their friends and all that. Where Levy saw his whole squad after they won and shit, and he sees like his people like giving him the scout sign. That shit got me. I was like, oh damn, y'all, that hit the feels right there. Those is his peoples. That shit was dope. But all around, great episode. People, we have people who say about Attack on Titan, they have their gripes like, oh, it's not as good, like they're doing too much. I thought it was perfect. The story, like as a whole, was a great story. I was always locked in. That's how I know I locked in. I waited so long for these episodes to drop. That's how locked in I was. So I was like, you know what? I'm on this journey now. I gotta finish it through. Normally, if it wasn't as good and it waited that long, I probably would have fell off. Like, okay, I'll watch it or catch up whenever. But this always had me hooked, and it's sad to see it go. But great story altogether.
Great story altogether. Okay.
I'll give it props, man. Devin,
you gotta watch it. Devin
has been an Attack on Titan fan from Jump Street. I'll give it to you. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't watch it. I think when it first came out, I remember Jorge put me onto it when it was already out for a little bit because I did the catch up. So I did the binge watch. I caught up.
That's probably the best way to do it.
And it was heat. And one of the things I thought in the beginning was this shit got a lot of reading in it. God damn.
Yeah.
You got to even read the fucking little slides when they explain the roles things and shit like that.
The walls.
But yeah, I got into it. I watched it. It was valid. I can't talk bad about Attack on Titan. They killed it, but they lost me after a little while. So
there was a slow part where it kind of lost me. I was like, what the fuck? Even
when they brought Kenny, the dude with the guns, to like kind of bring that oomph back to the show, I was like, I respect that. That was valid. He was valid. That whole thing was valid. But
when they were showing the flashbacks of them before they got to Paradise, like all those Titan Warrior shit. When I was watching it, when it first started, I was like, yo, what show am I watching right now? I was so confused. I was like, who the fuck are these people? I was so confused. I was like, what is happening? And then I seen one of them turn into a Titan. I was like, what the fuck is like? I did not understand one thing that was going on, but they had great storytelling. They brought it all together, and I was like, okay. So one of those, it does get slow. It does get slow, and it did lose me for them, but they kept it together.
It was a lot to take in.
It was a lot of information, and that was another thing. Like you spreading it so far apart when so much information is being pumped out, like within these episodes. When you go away for a long time, like. Some people, you might forget like little nuances, certain conversations, things that you might forget and miss, and then you think about then some things probably won't make sense as time's going for like, yo, what did actually happen? Like, what were their connections? So that's why I hate those gaps, because it's like I might forget something happened. It makes no sense.
You're right. So one last question with Attack on Titan before we move on. So now that this show is in the history books, it's completely done. Do you consider this in the GOAT conversation?
I would, for sure.
Considering a GOAT conversation?
Yeah. Great story, great action, great anime. As
it got the GOAT fan base.
Like
it got.
I feel like
clothing lines.
You see the animes that it gets so big that they hit mainstream, and it's like kind of like they set a culture that goes around. So definitely, there's a culture of it in the anime world, and it leaks out to people who are not really invested in the anime world. So when it jumps those borders, I feel like it should be labeled as like one of those GOAT anime, because it doesn't just hit like a generic like anime watcher. Like other people who I know that have never watched anime, they watch Attack on Titan. Like, so it's like it has to be good to that certain extent where it would get somebody who wouldn't normally watch anime to be locked in and be invested. So when you can do that, it definitely has to be labeled as a GOAT.
Sure. Yeah, I'll give you that. I think I mean, if you're going by modern generation anime, it's definitely one of the best ever. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Like an overall argument, I think it could finally be in the argument. It needed time, but it could finally be an argument. Is it going to be top 5? I don't know. But
I also feel like
top 10.
I also feel like it's not like
they pushed somebody out. That's for sure.
Yeah, like I see it as a different type of anime, like just because of like the certain storytelling. Like it won't. I feel like you can't label it as like a big 3 type deal. Like,
nah, you bugging.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't label. But I feel like those like between like the big 3 animes and like this and like Attack, it's just a different like vibe to me. So I wouldn't put it in that realm. But in its own right, definitely as a GOAT anime. Just I wouldn't put it up against like the top, but one of the greatest stories.
All right. So there we have it, folks. Heard it here from Young Dev himself. One of the GOAT stories out here in the game.
And I want to push back.
A lot to say.
Yeah, I know, and I would have had a lot of pushback for him, but
he would have. This conversation would have been a lot different.
Aishan runs from fights. Aishan runs.
Watch him when he come back next week. He's gonna be like, "Yo,
I'm gonna say it to his face too. I'm like, Aishan, you be running from fights, bro. I was ready for this AOT smoke, and you was scared.
I'm gonna show him this. Clip it.
Yeah, clip it. Tag him in it. Tag him in it. DM him it. Send it straight to his.
This is the next short. Check it out.
Stop running, H-Shot. I can't control these gentlemen, man. It's on you. Anyway, let's keep the good news flowing because we found out some big things. Earlier we was bringing up a bad video game movie, but now we found out there is another video game movie that's now officially in the works after years and months of rumors. The Legend of Zelda is finally getting a live action movie. It is coming. As to when, we don't know. But we know it is in the works.
It's definitely in the works.
And we also know that it is set to be made by,
our
terms
boy.
of going in theaters, it was going to be in theaters courtesy of Sony Pictures Entertainment.
Oh, Sony got it.
So Sony is going to be making a Nintendo film.
That's be trash.
And it's directed by Wes Ball. It's directed by Wes Ball, which is the guy who created the Maze Runner trilogy.
Yeah, as long as he gives us the first Maze Runner. The third one was trash.
The third one was trash. You're right.
The third one was.
But that's because the story was over. They was milking it, bro.
Got out the maze already.
He's out the maze already, man. And it was also based off a book.
But those are books.
But when you read books,
you're going off the books though.
Yeah, we know that with Harry Potter, bro. Come on.
That's true.
Come on. When you went in the
books, wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good as the first 2.
First 2 was good.
Yeah.
First one was heat.
The first one was heat.
The first one was heat.
First one was heat.
Everybody
but the first one is always heat. Like, the first one is, especially when you talk about a book adaptation, like you kind of know where it's going, like after like the second book maybe. But
and he got the new shit coming out, The Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. He's
made
making
that one.
He made that shit.
Wait, another one is coming out?
It's the continuing, bro. This shit's still continuing, bro.
They still doing them.
They still out here. Our boy Caesar that was out there with James Franco. Caesar that was with James Franco still running the streets.
I know, but that happened in the next one though. I mean, but Franco wasn't there for the second one.
No.
But they're making another. So they're taking over from that.
That storyline. Yeah,
bro.
Not a reboot or nothing.
And he got his army too. He got his squad.
And they know where they're about to go with that. So now I'm thinking about the timeline in that movie where you see where he gets the power of
he has his team.
He has his intelligence. Then he goes to the next where they already have their own, pretty much their own tribe.
Yeah.
And humans are still around, but then some of them have those. I remember this. Some of them have those defects where they can't speak, or they can't hear, or they're kind of getting dumber in intelligence type shit. So you see more of those people around, and you see less humans. So I got probably going forward. There's probably no humans, and whatever humans there are probably slaves by that time.
Yeah, probably.
That might be crazy.
It's gonna be an 8. It literally says. Excuse me. It literally says that it's called.
I didn't think it was gonna continue.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. So this is Kingdom. That means that they're running this shit now.
Yeah.
So this one's gonna come out, but go ahead, Marvel.
No, it's okay. I was gonna say I know the 3 of us don't know everything about Zelda, and that's okay. But
I'm not hyped for this. I'm gonna let you be honest.
You're bugging.
I'm not hyped.
Because the reason why they're even doing this is because Mario did so well. So if they're basing it off of the Mario,
but this is a live action.
Yeah,
this is different.
I get you being on the fence.
That's why
I get
this is
you
live action.
And it's being made by, even though it's being made by the Maze Runner.
Like,
yeah, that's what I was about to say.
It's Sony. No.
Sony could be petty and be like, "Fuck this Nintendo shit."
Yeah, like I don't really trust, and I kind of understand that move. Why is Sony making a Nintendo movie? Like, it's kind of weird to me. But
Sony, I mean,
it's hit or miss. Sony's responsible for giving us 3 great Spider-Man movies in the past few years, but then also giving us 2 Venom movies. So it's exactly. It could go either way. Like, it could go either way.
Yeah. And and I'm sad what they did. With
Zelda
Venom.
live action will be.
I'm not hyped for that.
Will be kind of tough, but then not really, bro. Because what is Zelda really? He's like kind of elf, right? We see that all the time in Lord of the Rings. Like, it's not that hard to do.
Not that hard to do.
It's
I'm not saying it's hard. I'm not saying that.
And now we got. What's really gonna come down to is how cheesy he fights. Like,
think he's gonna do the spin?
If he's doing the spins, if he's throwing the grenade joints, like, how we doing this? Is he got the green flowing abilities? Like,
use the flute, the shit, the ocarina joint.
Yeah,
what we doing?
It could be bad. It could be bad.
Well, it's either they're gonna make it a compilation of all his games, or they're just gonna focus on the first ever game. They could go either way. Cause the Mario movie, since it was animated, it was like, we're just gonna cram Mad Mario. Just,
I mean, if it's the first ever game, all he can do is swipe forward. Yep.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Yep.
His spamming the move.
What's that? Niggas gonna do the fucking barrel rolls on the floor. They're like, yo, this was not what I envisioned.
Yeah.
What if they do some crazy shit where they do like crazy time jumps? So it's like young Zelda, and then it goes all the way up to Link.
Yeah, they could do that. They could do that. And then they need a convincing Ganon. So there's options, and it could work. And Zelda has a lot of different stories, but there's some stories that you just reminded me. What's up?
That means that your boy's gonna be in there, right? The villain.
Yeah, Ganondorf.
Yeah. How you gonna do that, nigga?
That's what I'm saying. The CGI is gonna be crazy.
That's supposed to be a huge ass nigga, bro. Like,
he's like 7'6".
It's not gonna be good.
Yeah, he's like 7'6".
It's not gonna be good.
He's supposed to be that big.
It's not gonna be good.
Especially
CGI gonna be crazy. Like, how do you look so tall? Computer graphics, baby. What you talking about? They got grease in his legs. No, we don't. There's not a lot of information about it because it was just announced right before we decided to record today. So we just wanted to throw it in there because we were just like we're excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Even though Dev's not hyped because it's live action, he's excited on the low. If it was animated, obviously we'd all be like ecstatic because of what Mario just did.
I'm surprised they're not doing it exactly how they did Mario. Like,
I thought that too.
Like, Mario's proved that they can make a video game movie.
I'd be more intrigued if it was.
There was a rumor that was supposed to happen, but I guess they went a different way. So, Illumination, if you're watching this, just go with the Star Fox movie. The ball is in your court. If they're going to do Zelda over Sony, get that Star Fox movie popping. It'll be crazy, and you know it will.
That'll be lit.
Just saying, just throwing that out there. So, we're just hoping. Do the right thing, Sony. Don't let us down. Maze Runner director Wes Ball and the guy who wrote Jurassic World also. The first one.
Okay.
First one. So 2 guys that did good on their first movies.
Because after that second Jurassic, and that third one, I was like, oh no.
But it says the creator of the game is going to be included too, right?
Miyamoto will have some input.
Yeah, he has input just like the Mario movie.
Yeah, so it should be fine, I guess. Anyway, and then whoever they cast, I'm sure Miyamoto will be there to be like, yeah, this is a good enough link. So, quick side note before we go to our next thing, because I remember we were just bringing up the Maze Runner. All I'm going to say is the third one was trash, and the reason I always remember it is because I was in the theater when I saw it.
I love that. When you're in the theater and you for a trash movie, you remember where you was at?
Yeah, there was a girl sitting like in the middle of the row. I was at the end of the row, and she got up, and when she walked past me, she was like, I don't need a maze to get the fuck out of here. This shit is garbage. I said, oh. I said, yeah. Stupid. She said, out. Anyway, so we need to do a very special edition of the Wallet for Respect report. The reason why is because normally with the Wallet for Respect report, I tell Ann a story. He's not too thrilled before we start the episode. He's like, why are we doing this? This was one of the rarest occasions where I told him the story beforehand, and he was like, what? So we do got to talk about this. If you haven't heard by now, Doritos is offering gamers AI-powered software that will cancel out annoying crunching sounds while gaming. So they made a cancel a crunch cancellation system.
Wait, say it again.
They're gonna
it's an AI though.
AI powered software that cancels out annoying crunching sounds.
So you're just offering gamers AI power. I'm trying to understand what they're saying though. Like, so they're saying that they're gonna send you like kind of when they do an update, like you download it, I guess.
I'm assuming.
And then so somewhere in between the information is gonna cancel out you eating chips. Or is it gonna cancel out the other nigga eating chips? Like, I'm so confused, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, we can see it, but what do you think about when you hear something like that?
I think they bugging.
I thought they were about to make noise canceling chips, nigga. When you like a chip that doesn't crunch, I was like, wait, what?
Yo, Doritos. So
yeah, so you're right. It's free available software that they're going to give out, actually.
Yeah, because it's AI.
Yeah,
so it's
AI,
something they're going to allow you to download onto either your system or computer, right? Mm-hmm. So that it uploads the AI into your shit.
Right.
I don't trust that one bit.
Right now,
and then
go ahead.
It's going to be able to detect when you're eating chips or when someone else is eating chips, and it's going to cancel out the crunch sound.
Right.
That's what it's saying.
Right, and right now it only works with Windows PC. So
it's only for PC players.
Yes.
You want to know why? Because PC players be eating while they playing.
They be there for hours.
We seen it in
more Doritos.
We seen it in the South Park episode.
Yeah.
We seen it on streaming.
Yep.
Like, we hear about it all the time. PC players be wilding. Yeah. They don't leave their computer. They sit there. They be go hards. But it's cool. I get it. I don't knock PC players. Y'all the best gamers.
You know how mad you gotta be to get a company to make a software that catches crunches?
Nah. Somebody out there was like, yo, I'm tired of hearing Doritos nacho cheese in my ear. I ain't gonna lie, Doritos be crunching.
You just hear that shit. Niggas talking to mouth open. They don't even mute themselves, so they just like
try to run that back.
Yeah, Doritos be crunching.
Yo, there was actually a video of some dude like in a chat on a FIFA game, like they're all playing. Somebody from overseas, like London. This dude was like, hold on, bruv. Nigga takes you hear this dude chugging water and he's like gulping and he's like gulp, and his man's is like, bruv's goes like, bruv, who is so thirsty, man? Because you hear homeboy just like chugging. Dang. And then they just cracking jokes and that shit had me cry. I gotta send you that link. That shit.
I'm not gonna lie. When you can tell when niggas be eating on the mic.
You can hear that shit.
Yeah. But you know what would be real funny? People who eat on the mic be like, yo, I'm gonna turn my mic off. I'm about to eat something real quick. And then the game start, and then you hear them unclick the mic like, yo, what's the nigga coming, bro? He's coming right now.
The process is going to be called Doritos Silent, and they expect it to reach 3.4 billion players.
Of course, everybody's going to download it.
I'm not gonna hold you when you put that on the board. I thought Doritos was gonna make a chip that doesn't crunch, my nigga.
No, I thought that too, and then I was like, oh, it's not that crazy, but it's crazy.
I was like, bro, what we eating rubber? Like, what do you how you gonna do something that don't? You gonna be eating like a
sound
rubber
Dorito chips? Yep.
I mean, technically, it's still similar to sound cancellation when you're playing a game.
Yeah.
But that's still wild how they can detect if somebody's chewing and then they're like, hey, I don't hear nothing anymore. Fun fact, before this, Heineken recently offered a gaming PC that doubles as a refrigerator.
Heineken, the beer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fire. Those are my niggas.
Heineken offered gamers a PC that also doubled as a refrigerator.
That's fire.
That's fire.
That's fire. I could pop a
You never
Heineken.
move it, yo. You never move it. That's it.
Come on, man.
That's crazy. That PC was probably slow as fuck.
They kept that shit cool.
Never overheated.
Never overheat. So he's talking about you can play that shit whenever, as long as you want. A week straight, a month straight.
You got food in there, you got drinks in there, you good.
It's non-stop shop.
It's crazy how far PCing has got though. Like
that's true.
PC gaming was like the shit. Mm-hmm. LAN games were the shit. Mm-hmm. Then you had the LAN you're doing the LAN connects. Mm-hmm. Everyone's going crazy. And now we're at the point where people are changing fucking whole rooms to build a streaming setup console, big game console, lighting systems, HD cameras, multiple views to play video games.
Yeah.
Legit.
To play video games, bro. Like, yo, look how far we've come. That shit is OD.
It's a society.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if they gave you that software, would you want to use it? Even if it was free?
I don't know how I feel about uploading an AI onto my computer, but
it's just another way to just get your information. You know.
I mean, I can't lie though. I use AIs now, right? So it's like yo, but it's crazy because our phone is so like linked into everything. It's already a done deal. But like,
that's true.
But yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's soon. The fact that Doritos is like, yo, I'm offering free AI and I'm gonna send it to your computer worldwide. It already shows you where we're going with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's showing like this is a baby step for AI. And if Doritos is thinking about doing it, a chip company doing something like that, imagine how many other people are about to do some shit. Like,
that's true.
People are about to start sending free AIs to our phones.
Yep.
Watch.
Yep.
It's gonna the first company to do that. Even if Dorito does that, it's gonna be a staple. That's gonna be like a statement right there. Like, yo, this AI works and allow people to get shit on their software on the computer and not hear chips. I'm gonna send the AI to do something else now.
Then we will get noise canceling chips for real. I mean, AI is evolving. Excuse me. You're right, because I don't know how many episodes we've done where we've brought up AI in a conversation. So and we've been doing this show for almost 3 years. So it definitely shows how far in the time of just 3 years AI is coming. Because now it's like, hey, we can make sure you don't hear somebody chewing on a microphone. It's like, what?
Yeah, bro. I mean, that's the baby stuff that they're releasing to us.
Yeah, it's just a small steps. Yeah,
I've already told you, and Jorge told you, like the stuff that they're doing in factories and in labs right now is sick.
Yeah.
Like, so
it's evolving. It is stressful. But before we do go, we do want to shout out one last thing. Very special event that the three of us actually attended just last week. And you want to speak more on that, brother?
Oh yeah, shout out to DJ Ultraviolet for her birthday. Happy birthday to her. We all went to her birthday party at the House of Yes.
Fire.
It was fire, man. Shout out to the DJs, Wemmy, Dana Lou, Bambona, and of course Ultraviolet also played. But she had it rocking in there. The party was jumping. Like House of Yes was on tilt. And the whole nerds. We posted a video. If you was looking at our story, we did post a quick video of all three of us in the club, which is a rare occasion nowadays.
It was shocking to see all y'all there. Yeah. That one spot at night that we weren't in this room.
Yeah, and it was in Brooklyn, so it was it was out of our head, but
it was out of our head.
But we had a good time, man. Did you guys have a good time?
That was my first time to that spot.
Yeah.
It was a dope vibe. Like
same here.
Between the DJs, of course, Ultraviolet killed it. So it was a vibe in there. I had work the next day. I was like, damn, I really gotta go. But when the music was bumping, they started playing that shit. I was like, all right, maybe I could stay a little bit longer.
Yeah,
it was a vibe. It was a vibe in there.
Yeah, it was definitely my first time in there too. But the music was amazing. It was just fun times. When everybody's having fun and there's no fights and nothing stupid like that, that's just always a good time.
That place is always good vibes, man. The energy in House of Yes is amazing all the time. Like they do a lot of good stuff there, and there's definitely a venue you should check out. Like even just go check it out. Like they have so many different themes. You could go at any time. But yeah, for sure that it was good. It was a dope party, man. Happy birthday to Ultraviolet.
Happy birthday to her. So we're gonna sign off from there. Future living legend right there, DJ Ultraviolet. Shout out to her. We're gonna sign off. Follow us on all social media.
Oh yeah, you can find her at DJ on IG at DJ Ultraviolet _.
Gotcha. At DJ Ultraviolet _ on Instagram or on all social media.
On Instagram.
Copy.
It's just Instagram.
Just Instagram.
Yeah, we got technology. You could just tag on the video. Like, yo,
oh yeah, we are. I was just asking for my own. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I want to follow on all social media.
And she rocked out one of our parties.
Gotta be set on all platforms.
Yeah, all
platforms. She rocked out one of our parties.
She did rock out one of our parties. So you never know. She might rock out one of our other events in the future. You never know, because that's what living legends do. So anyway, follow us on all social media at Nerds in the Hood. NERDZINTHEHOOD. You can check out all the clips of upcoming episodes or past episodes, any upcoming events that we do, any adventures that we go on in our stories, our if anime made rap intros, our anime rap intros.
Anime rap.
Whoa.
Run it back.
Yeah, our anime rap intros. We will be debuting, by the time you see this episode, we will be having volume 300. We're doing something special for this one. 300. It is the original first draft that I ever made when I ever thought of this whole concept. I used the anime that nobody thought I would use with a song that should not even be associated with the anime. Wow. I was fucking around. And then I said, you know what? Fuck it. This is going to be volume 300. So look for it sometime this week when it hits. So anyway, we will catch you next time.
That means you always liked it. You didn't want to get rid of it.
He kept it there. He kept it there for a reason.
Yeah. He's like, one day,
I'm going to just drop this again.
This shit was heat. I know it is. I made it.
He thought he was going to make an NFT out of that.
Yeah. I was like, if this shit blow up, I'll bring it back. If it don't, delete. So anyway, catch us next week for another episode of the crazy misadventures of your boy More Black,
Hint McGee,
Young Dev,
the nerds in the hood.
In the hood.
Catch you next week. Peace.
Peace.